Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hello Daily English.
Hey, to our amazing YouTube family, we are super excited to see you here today. I'm Jack.
And I'm Emma. On this channel, we help you learn real, natural English that you can actually use in your everyday life. We don't just teach you textbook grammar, we teach you how people speak in the real world.
Exactly. And today's topic is serious, practical, and absolutely essential. We hope you never have to use these words, but it is vital that you know them. Today we are going to show you how to talk about the police and emergencies in English.
Yes, whether you are a tourist who lost a passport, a driver getting pulled over for speeding, or someone who needs to report a crime, you need specific vocabulary to handle these situations calmly. When stress is high, your English needs to be clear.
You're right, Emma. Our audience is largely adults who travel, work, and drive. Knowing how to communicate with law enforcement isn't just about grammar, it's about safety. By the end of this video, you will have the tools to protect yourself and get the help you need.
We have a massive lesson planned. We are going to cover everything from the difference between robbery and burglary to how to handle a traffic stop, to describing a suspect to an officer. We'll share safety tips, break down the grammar of reporting past events, and give you tons of examples.
Before we start, please remember to hit that like button if you value this kind of practical content. It really helps the YouTube algorithm show our lessons to other learners. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Hello Daily English for more lessons like this. We post new videos every week.
All right, let's not waste any time. Are you ready, Jack?
I'm ready and standing by. Let's do it. So, Emma, let's start with the absolute basics. If I'm in trouble, who do I call?
That depends entirely on where you are. This is the first thing you need to check when you travel. In the USA, the emergency number is 911.
In the UK, it is 999, and in most of Europe, the standard number is 112.
Exactly. And what do we call the people who answer? In the US, we usually say police officer or informally cop. You might also hear sheriff or deputy if you are in a more rural area.
In the UK, we say constable or PC. You might hear the slang term bobby, but that is a bit old-fashioned now. Usually just officer is the safest and most polite way to address them anywhere.
Now, let's look at the police station itself. In American English, we sometimes call the building a precinct. For example, the 99th precinct. But station is the most common word globally.
Let's give our viewers their first sentence toolbox. These are the phrases you need immediately if something goes wrong.
Repeat these after us. It's important to get the rhythm right so you sound calm. I need to report a crime. I'd like to file a police report. Please send help immediately. Where is the nearest police station? I've been robbed. There has been an accident. I am a witness.
Notice the phrase, file a report. This is the formal action. You don't just tell the police, you file a report so there is a written record. This is crucial for insurance later.
Now let's tackle one of the biggest confusion points for English learners. Theft versus robbery versus burglary. To a native speaker, these three words mean very different things.
Yes, if you use the wrong one, the police might not understand the urgency. Let's break it down.
First, theft. This is the general word for stealing. If someone takes your property without your permission, it is theft. Someone stole my bicycle from the garden.
Second, robbery. This is much more serious. Robbery is stealing with force or threats. It happens directly to a person. A man pushed me down and took my purse. I was robbed.
If someone points a weapon at you, that is an armed robbery. It's very scary. But if you come home and find your TV is missing, that is not robbery. That is burglary.
Exactly. Burglary is illegally entering a building, like your house, office, or garage, to commit a crime. We came home from vacation and realized we had been burgled.
So, took your wallet from your pocket without you knowing, pickpocketing, a type of theft. Pushed you and took your wallet, robbery. Broke your window and took your wallet from your house, burglary.
That is a great summary. Now, let's talk about another specific crime, mugging.
To get mugged is informal but very common. It means to be robbed in a public place, usually with a threat of violence. I was mugged in the park last night.
Okay, so you're at the station to report a crime. The officer will ask you to describe the suspect.
A suspect is the person the police think committed the crime. You can't just say, he was tall. You need details.
Let's look at our descriptive vocabulary. First, let's talk about build or body shape. Stocky, short and broad or strong. Slender or slim, thin. Muscular or athletic, strong and fit. Heavyset. This is a polite way to say overweight.
Then we have face and hair. Complexion. He had a pale complexion, or he had a dark complexion. Facial hair. Beards, mustaches, or stubble, very short beard. Hair. Bald, no hair. Buzz cut, very short. Shoulder length, curly, wavy.
And most importantly, distinguishing features. These are things that make the person unique. Tattoos. He had a dragon tattoo on his neck. Scars. She had a scar above her left eye. Piercings. He had a nose ring. Glasses. He was wearing wire-rimmed glasses.
Don't forget clothing. Describing a hoodie, a sweater with a hood, a beanie, a wool hat, or a baseball cap can help the police find them on CCTV cameras.
Let's do a quick stop and practice. I'm going to describe a suspect. I want you to close your eyes and try to picture him. Ready?
Go ahead, Jack.
The suspect is a male, roughly 30 years old. He has a stocky build. He has a shaved head and a thick beard. He has a tattoo of a star on his right hand. He was wearing a black hoodie and blue jeans.
Could you see him? Being able to say shaved head or stocky build is much more helpful than just saying he was big.
Now let's move to a situation that makes everyone nervous. The traffic stop.
This is when you are driving and you see the blue and red lights flashing behind you. Your heart starts beating fast.
First rule, don't panic. Pull over to the side of the road safely. Turn off your engine, roll down your window, and this is very important in the US. Keep your hands on the steering wheel where the officer can see them.
The officer will come to your window. They will usually say, "License and registration, please." Do you know why I pulled you over?
License is your driving license. Registration is the document that proves you own the car. It is usually kept in the glove compartment, the little box in front of the passenger seat.
Here are some useful sentences you can use in this situation to be polite and calm. Good afternoon, officer. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was speeding. My registration is in the glove box. May I reach for it? I'm a tourist. I'm not familiar with the speed limit here.
Never argue on the side of the road. If you get a ticket, you can argue in court later. Arguing with the officer will only make things worse.
You might hear the officer use some slang terms. I clocked you at 80, meaning my radar gun measured your speed at 80. You ran a red light, meaning you didn't stop at the red light. Your tail light is busted, meaning your back light is broken.
If you're lucky, the officer might just give you a warning. This means you don't have to pay any money. But if you're unlucky, you get a ticket, a fine, or a citation. All of these mean you have to pay a penalty.
Now, let's do some role play scenarios. We are going to act out 3 conversations so you can hear these words in action.
Listen carefully to the tone and the vocabulary. Scenario A, filing a police report. Theft. Good morning, ma'am. How can I help you today?
Hi, I need to file a report. My backpack was stolen about an hour ago.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me exactly where and when this happened?
Yes, I was sitting at the cafe on Main Street around 10 a.m. I put my bag on the floor beside my chair. When I turned around to leave, it was gone.
Did you see anyone suspicious nearby?
Not really, but there was a man sitting at the table behind me. He left in a hurry.
Can you describe him?
He was roughly 40 years old, maybe 6 feet tall. He had a slender build and short gray hair. He was wearing a green baseball cap.
Okay, that's helpful. What was inside the bag?
My laptop, my wallet with all my credit cards, and my passport. That's the most important thing.
Okay, we will take your statement. Here is your case number. You will need this to contact your embassy and for your travel insurance.
Thank you, officer. What are the chances of getting it back?
We will check the CCTV cameras at the cafe. If we find anything, we will contact you immediately.
End of roleplay A.
Did you notice the officer gave Emma a case number? This is vital. If you call your insurance company and say, "I was robbed," they will say, "Prove it." The case number is the proof.
Also, I used the phrase, "he left in a hurry." This is a good way to say someone left very quickly and suspiciously.
Now let's look at scenario B, getting pulled over. Jack was driving a little too fast.
Scenario B, the traffic stop. Sound of siren.
Oh no, those lights are for me. I think I'm getting pulled over. I need to find a safe spot to stop.
Stop. Officer approaches window. Good afternoon, sir. Please turn off the engine.
Good afternoon, officer. Is there a problem?
Do you know how fast you were going back there?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe 60?
You were doing 75 in a 55 zone. That's significantly over the limit. Can I see your license and registration, please?
Yes, of course. Here is my license. My registration is in the glove box. Is it okay if I open it?
Go ahead.
Here you go.
Okay, sit tight. I'm going to run your license. Be right back. Pause. Okay, sir. Since you have a clean driving record, I'm going to let you off with a warning today, but you need to slow down. This is a residential area.
Thank you so much, officer. I really appreciate it. I will be much more careful.
Drive safe. End of roleplay B.
Jack, you were very lucky. You got off with a warning.
I did. Notice I asked, "Is it okay if I open it?" before reaching for the glove box. This is a very smart safety move. It shows the officer you are being cooperative and careful.
And the officer said she was going to run your license. This means checking it on the police computer to see if you have unpaid fines or if the car is stolen.
Now, let's talk about car accidents.
If you see a crash or if you are in one, you might need to be a witness.
A witness is someone who sees an event happen. Here is the vocabulary for accidents. There has been a car accident. A car ran a red light and hit a pedestrian. Pedestrian is person walking. It was a fender bender. It was a hit and run. Is anyone injured? We need an ambulance. Let's explain fender bender. A fender is the metal part over the wheel of a car. If two cars just bump each other and there is only small damage, a dent or scratch, we call it a fender bender. It's not serious.
But a hit and run is very serious. This is when a driver hits another car or person and drives away without stopping. This is a major crime.
Another term you might hear is T-boned.
T-boned. Imagine the letter T. This is when the front of one car hits the side of another car, making a T shape. It usually happens at intersections.
Let's do scenario C, the witness statement. Jack, you saw an accident. The police are asking you what happened. Scenario C, giving a statement. Sir, did you see what happened here?
Yes, I was standing on the corner waiting to cross the street.
Can you describe the vehicles involved?
It was a blue sedan and a red delivery truck. The blue sedan was traveling north on Oak Street.
And who had the green light?
The blue car had the green light. The red truck ran the red light completely.
So the truck didn't stop.
No, he tried to brake, but he was going too fast. He T-boned the blue car right in the middle of the intersection.
Did the driver of the truck stay at the scene?
Yes, he got out immediately to check on the other driver. He looked very shaken up.
Okay, thank you. I'll need your contact details in case we need a formal statement later. End of roleplay C. Being a good witness is about details. I mentioned the direction, north, the type of vehicle, sedan versus truck, and who had the light.
Shaken up is a good idiom I heard there. It means someone is in shock or very nervous after a scary event. He wasn't hurt, but he was badly shaken up.
Now, let's talk about lost property. Sometimes it's not a crime, you just lost something.
You can go to the police station or the lost and found. I lost my wallet. Has anyone turned it in?
I'd like to see if a set of keys has been handed in.
Turn in or hand in means to give a lost item to the police. I found this phone on the bench, so I turned it in to the police station.
Now let's move to some serious legal vocabulary. If things go wrong, you need to understand these words.
Under arrest. This means the police are taking you to the station. You are not free to go.
Miranda rights. In the USA, if you are arrested, the police must read you your rights. It starts with, you have the right to remain silent.
Lawyer or attorney, the person who defends you legally. If you were arrested in a foreign country, your most important sentence is, I want to speak to a lawyer.
Charge. The official crime the police say you committed. He was charged with theft.
Fine. Money you pay as punishment.
Court. The place where a judge decides if you are guilty or innocent.
It is also very important to know about embassies. If you are arrested abroad, you should say, I want to speak to my embassy.
Now, let's lighten the mood a little and look at some idioms related to crime and police. These are very common in movies and TV shows.
Idiom 1. Caught red-handed. Meaning, caught exactly while doing the crime with the blood or money on your hands. Example, he tried to steal the candy, but the shopkeeper caught him red-handed.
Idiom 2. Behind bars. Meaning, in prison. Example, the dangerous criminal is finally behind bars.
Idiom 3. By the book. Meaning following the rules strictly. For example, that officer does everything by the book. He never breaks the rules.
Idiom 4. To come clean, meaning to tell the truth or to confess. Example, I knew I was guilty, so I decided to come clean and tell the officer everything.
Idiom 5. A slap on the wrist. Meaning a very light punishment. For example, he stole a car, but he only got a slap on the wrist. He didn't even go to jail.
Now, let's talk about the grammar we used. Did you notice how we described the events?
We often mix the past continuous and the past simple.
Past continuous sets the scene, what was happening over a period of time. Past simple describes the interruption, the specific event.
For example, I was walking home, continuous, when a man grabbed my phone, simple. We were sleeping, continuous, when the burglar entered the house, simple.
I was waiting for the bus, continuous, when I saw the accident, simple.
This grammar helps the police understand the timeline. What were you doing before it happened versus what actually happened?
Now, let's do a vocabulary deep dive. We've thrown a lot of words at you. Let's review the top 12 essential terms.
Burglary. Repeat, burglary. Breaking into a building to steal. For example, we installed an alarm to prevent burglary.
Mugged. Mugged. Being robbed in a public place, usually with threats. Example, I was mugged in the park and they took my phone.
Suspect. Suspect. The person thought to be guilty of a crime. For example, the police arrested the suspect.
Witness. Witness. A person who sees an event take place. Example, I was a witness to the accident.
Fine/ticket. Money you pay as punishment. For example, I got $100 ticket for parking in a no parking zone.
Fender bender. A minor car accident. Example, it wasn't serious, just a fender bender.
Case number. The official number for your police file. For example, keep your case number safe for the insurance company.
To pull over. To stop your car on the side of the road. Example, the police siren made me pull over.
hit and run, an accident where the driver leaves the scene. For example, it was a hit and run, so we don't know who did it.
Trespassing, entering someone's property without permission. Example, he was arrested for trespassing on private land.
Detained, held by the police for questioning, but maybe not officially arrested yet. For example, he was detained for 3 hours.
Jaywalking, walking across the street where there is no crosswalk. In some countries, this is illegal. Example, you can get a fine for jaywalking in this city.
That is a powerful list. Knowing these words can turn a panicked situation into a manageable one.
Now, let's discuss some cultural nuances. How you talk to the police changes depending on the country.
In the U.S., police officers carry guns, and the atmosphere can be serious. It is very important to address them as officer, sir, or ma'am. Always keep a distance and never touch an officer.
In the UK, the police, often called bobbies historically, but just officers now, are generally seen as very approachable for help, like asking for directions. They generally do not carry guns on regular patrol. You can say, "Excuse me, constable," or "officer." In some countries, you are required by law to carry your ID or passport with you at all times. In the US and UK, you usually don't have to carry a passport walking down the street, but you must have your license if you are driving.
And a quick note on the phonetic alphabet. Police uses special alphabet to spell names over the radio so they don't make mistakes. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
You don't need to memorize the whole thing, but knowing how to spell your name clearly is useful. My name is Jack. J for Juliet, A for Alpha, C for Charlie, K for Kilo.
My license plate is 4BD. 4, Bravo, Delta.
It prevents mistakes. If you say B for ball or D for dog, that works too. Just be clear.
Now let's do a quick quiz to see if you have been paying attention. I'll ask a question, and you try to answer before Jack does.
Let's see who is faster. Question 1. If someone breaks into your house and steals your TV, is it robbery or burglary? Pause for 3 seconds.
Burglary, because they entered a building.
Question 2. If you see a car accident, what do you call the person who saw it? Pause for 3 seconds.
A witness.
Question 3. What is the idiom for being caught exactly while doing the crime? Pause for 3 seconds.
Caught red-handed.
Question 4. What is the word for a minor car accident with little damage? Pause for 3 seconds.
A fender bender.
How did you do? Did you get them all right? Let us know in the comments.
Before we go, we want to give you some specific safety tips for practicing this.
Tip number 1. Know your numbers. Before you travel to a new country, memorize the emergency number, 911, 112, etc., and the address of your country's embassy.
Tip number 2. Keep digital copies. Keep a photo of your passport and driving license on your phone and in your email. If you are robbed, having a copy makes filing the police report much easier.
Tip number 3. Practice describing people. This week, look at a friend or family member and try to write 3 sentences describing them like a police witness. He is tall, stocky build, wearing a blue shirt. It's great adjective practice.
Wise advice. Now it is time for our favorite segment.
Yes, it is time for the question of the day.
We want to hear from you. This helps us learn about laws and culture in your country.
Our question for today is, what is the emergency number in your country? Is it 911, 999, 112, or something else?
And is it common in your country for police officers to carry guns?
Or, if you have a story, have you ever lost something and had it returned by the police?
Please write your answer in the comments section below. We learn so much from your comments.
You can start your sentence with, in my country, the emergency number is X, or police officers here usually...
For example, in my country, the number is 112, and the police are very friendly.
We are so excited to read these.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's lesson on police and emergencies. It was a serious topic, but we hope you feel more confident and prepared now.
If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, please give it a huge thumbs up. It really helps us create more content for you.
And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Hello Daily English and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson. We have so many more topics coming up.
Thank you so much for watching and for being part of our family. Stay safe, stay prepared, and keep practicing your English.
We believe in you. See you in the next video.
Goodbye, everyone!
See you soon.